Problem Sleuth Pickle Inspector, go in.
There is a large door, guarded by two surly thugs. The door is locked. It looks like it'll require more weird puzzle shit to open it. There are 3 skull-shaped grooves on the wall.
Problem Sleuth, carve a surprised face in a pumpkin and put it in the sad recess.
Wrong adventure, dumbass.
No, wait, that's stupid.
The thugs are advancing menacingly. It seems the sway of your charisma has worn off.
Pickle Inspector, retrieve the skull from the elf hideout.
You obtain the ace-dick skull.
Problem Sleuth, battle menu.
You comb through your list of battle techniques for a peaceful, diplomatic solution to the conflict.
Problem Sleuth, sleuth diplomacy.
Battle technique.
You expend 1 elf tier. You acquaint the surly thugs with your brand of diplomacy. Pickle Inspector returns with the skull.
Pickle Inspector, insert the skull in the groove.
You place the ace-dick skull in the middle slot.
Ace Dick, go grab Pickle Inspector's skull.
You retrieve your ally's skull and drop it through the skylight.
Use the trombone to breathe underwater.
You prepare to use the instrument as an oversized snorkel. But as should have been obvious to you, the room is no longer filled with water.
Problem Sleuth, summon the Weasel King.
Combat operandi.
You have absolutely no idea how to solve this stupid puzzle and open the doors. As a last-ditch effort, you think it's finally time to summon His Majesty. You expend 3 elf tiers. You had enough elf tiers, but unfortunately in order to summon the Weasel King, you will need some weasel snot. The Weasel Emissary appears instead. You use your strong sense of animal communion to commune with the emissary. He communes back, communing concern over whether he can trust you. You must make a choice. To which group does your allegiance belong?
Press all the shoulder buttons, start and select. Align thyself with the elves.
The emissary flips the fuck out!
Use Mollify to calm down the emissary.
Pickle Inspector politely suggests that he be allowed to try something first, before such extreme measures are taken.
Pickle Inspector, ogle the emissary disconcertingly to calm him down.
The emissary's hysterical state appears to subside.
Ace Dick, go through the door's window and throw the switch.
You enter the small room and throw the switch. The room starts to travel upward like an elevator.
Problem Sleuth? Okay, fine. Align thyself with the weasels.
The emissary appears pleased. He explains that his people face a critical impasse. They require your help. He asks if you can spare exactly 1 hero from your ranks, to help them with their plight. It is imperative that this chosen one have an unusually high height characteristic, for reasons that remain mysterious.
Appoint Pickle Inspector as the chosen saviour of the weasels.
The emissary thanks you. He and Pickle Inspector disappear into the portal.
You arrive at the elevator's destination floor. It appears to be some sort of control room. There's an array of monitor displays, as well as a code machine sitting on the table.
Ace Dick, examine the map on the wall.
4 nations at war. You wonder who the warring parties are, and why they just can't get along.
Check out the monitors.
It looks like some rooms are under surveillance.
Check behind the door.
The door's blocked from the other side. It can only be opened part of the way, into a very dark room. It bumps up against something totally immovable.
Open the hatch in the floor.
The hatch, shockingly, is locked. There appears to be a convoluted puzzle on the opposite wall. Perhaps it'll open the hatch. You are pretty dull and not very creative, though. You have no idea how to solve it.
Pickle Inspector, tower over the weasels in a brazen display of your height attribute.
Yes, yes, none stand taller than you in this realm. You are a giant among men. There are no weasels around to be impressed, however. You stand amidst a field of salted melons.
Problem, Sleuth? Go down and see what the elves are up to.
Oh hell! You forgot to switch your allegiance. The elves are quite agitated.
Change your allegiance to calm the elves.
The elves are pacified by your gesture of goodwill. Ropo, their leader, briefs you on a critical mission. You exhibit signs of being the chosen hero for this mission, of which has long been prophesied by elven lore.
Pickle Inspector, look around.
There appears to be some commotion by a tree in the distance.
Check it out.
Some weasels congregate beneath a nest of elf eggs. They yearn for the succulent yolk. If only they had a savior of height to help them.
Problem, Sleuth? Accept the mission.
The elves are grateful for your bravery. Ropo instructs you to first leave behind all of your material possessions. You cannot be burdened by such things on this quest of spirit. You dump everything from your inventory into the skylight, including your hammer, elf tears, business cards, and game code sheet. You drop your Tommy gun on the floor. You leave your candy corn where it is, though. Ropo lifts the table to reveal a hidden hatch.
Enter the hatch. Pickle Inspector, eat the eggs.
They look delicious, but you just can't do it. It would just be so impolite.
Give the weasels the elf eggs.
Your valor is lauded robustly.
Problem, Sleuth? Fall in a more hard-boiled manner.
This is how a real man falls. A man's man. You better secure your hatch to safeguard the candy corn.
A stick, go down to the skylight and get the game code.
You acquire the game code, and while you're at it, you grab the flask of elf tears. You decide to bring your window with you, so you won't have to go up and down every time some goofball drops another cool item through the skylight. You strap the generator to your back. You prop up the window vertically against the wall.
Problem, Sleuth? Quit falling and land already.
You land. There is a small cottage. A pair of funny-looking hands places a pie on the windowsill to cool. You recall the critical mission detailed in your briefing. You must abscond with the pie.
Politely ask the pair of hands for the pie.
You contemplate the civil approach, but you just can't do it. It's too risky. Besides, you don't have enough Manasite shards in your etiquette monstrous for a polite request. The cottage dwellers appear to be preoccupied. Now's your chance.
Abscond with the pie.
You haul ass through the woods. The clowns are hot on your trail.
A stick, go through the window.
You walk through the vertical window. You land on the side of the enormous beast. It appears the beast has defaced Problem Sleuth's imaginary remains, including his skull. Suddenly you hear some music from the storefront window begin to play. The beast disappears. You fall to your death.
A stick, open the control panel.
You find a parachute inside. You take it.
Pickle Inspector, politely accept a reward for your heroics.
The Weasel Emissary comes to grant you a boon. By tapping the raw energy locked within your ample Manorcite shards, you politely accept. The Emissary guides you to the spider hole of disquisition. You are to embark upon a journey of the spirit.
Enter the spider hole. Problem Sleuth? Drop one candy corn to distract your pursuers.
No way! You simply cannot spare it. The Elf Exemplar offers you sanctuary from the cruel rogues. The Exemplar thanks you for your heroism. He accepts the pie and grants you one boon. You are allowed to embark upon a quest of the spirit. He disappears, leaving you alone in this room with no exit. The only object in this room is a magic wardrobe.
Pickle Inspector, fall in a sillier manner.
Bah, 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 bah.
Problem Sleuth, open the wardrobe.
You wonder what magical realm this portal will lead you into. There's only one way to find out.
Enter the wardrobe.
You crash into the back of the wardrobe, which is rock solid. You fall unconscious.